himself, not even just at the locals, but the real reason I thought it was a big upset is just the amount of time they've been teaming. This is the first event. No practice behind their belt. Gibbous and Austin put together, and their kooky play styles meshing together was just enough.
Up next on stream, Slaps and RunCT up against Panda Global's Trela and Cosmos.
And this is going to be good, is all I can say about that. I mean, we know exactly what Cosmos and Trela are capable of when you put them together. We saw their run at LTC4. They came very, very close to taking the whole tournament against Zero and Nairo.
I mean, that's the team.
That's the team to beat. They've been taking first place wherever they team.
Yeah, I mean, with only a couple of exceptions have they not actually taken home gold, and even they're settling for silver or bronze at some of these ridiculously stacked tournaments. I mean, that's nothing to scoff at all.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
And for Cosmos and Trela, in their first time teaming together at a major event to do that well, it speaks marvels of just the caliber of players that we're really looking at. Trela himself, of course, doubles champion at Low Tier City 3 as well, where he took grand finals with Ally against Mewtwo King and Zero.
Yeah.
So he himself has a lot under his belt. I just don't know what we're going to be seeing. Right now, queued up, we do see the Ryu ready to go, but there have been murmurs and whispers, maybe even some VODs of that Mewtwo and just how much power it has as well.
And the power is going to be concealed at the moment. Right now, he's going to probably go with what Cosmos is comfortable with, you know, teaming with them in the past, trying to see what kind of setups they can go for. Let's see what their game plan is going in. Because right now it's looking a little bit, again, just like they're starting off with 2 1v1s. I think the big thing is what they convert to afterwards.
Honestly, I'm terrified if I'm Slaps and RunCT. Amazing players, without a doubt, with Slaps consistently getting into that top 4 lately at Shockwave, and RunCT nearly taking a regional here himself. But the scary part is, in the one-on-one standing, both of these players are so good. And in the doubles format, they're incredible as well. So I just don't know what sort of game plan they're really going to have.
It really, what it comes down to is how comfortable Slaps and RunCT are with each other. Because 10 times out of 10, good teams play will always beat out the 2 individual good players in doubles. Problem here is Cosmos and Trela aren't just individual good players, they're amazing teams as well, so we got to see if Slaps and RunCT are more comfortable with each other.
Of course, Trela playing Ryu, he has access to such devastating KO power, but do you think that he might have limited approach options overall because there's 2 hitboxes he needs to worry about at all times?
And I mean, really, I think that Ryu is the kind of person you pass to, mostly because in this team's dynamic, you have Corrin, who is a very, very good character at passing to your teammate. And then you have Ryu, who can devastate opponents with the catch. And Cosmos doesn't really have any trouble getting in. He's got that Dragon Lunge, so that's his free in to any situation. Whereas Ryu, he can just be on the other side of the situation and ready to catch at any moment.
Yeah, it's almost like if we're thinking about volleyball, you're seeing Cosmos with the set plays, and it's going to be Trela's Ryu coming out with all of the spikes.
And right now they're trying to cover the ledge options. Ooh, there we go. Cosmos just misspacing that Dragon Lunge, trying to cover his options. Good tech from RunCT.
Another amazing tech. RunCT has been immaculate on that left ledge, and he gets the KO as well, but how will he land? How does he make it back?
His parasol is making some nutty things happen right now.
Yeah, that had to be the Willy Wonka-esque.
Oh my
Wait
God.
a minute!
Cosmos going for an insane down air option, KOing his partner Trela, but they still have 3 fresh stocks against RunCT. As much as I wanted to believe in the dream, I think that the writing was just on the walls there.
Yeah, you know, RunCT, for a moment, I thought that he was just tapping into Peach's potential to be the Morton Salt Girl, like with the umbrella and everything. Like, it was ridiculous.
That definitely, you know, we started to see that just a little bit. But in the end, it just wasn't enough.
Certainly not.
You can't just season your food with salt. You need a little bit more spice in there.
Yeah, it's true. Paprika. Big fan of the paprika. It's good stuff.
That's what Ike's there for. He's the spice.
Yeah, he's the fire, right?
He's the spice and Peach is the salt.
But, you know, while RunCT himself had that amazing set of moments on that left ledge, I mean, the slight fade back with the down air to ensure he'd be out of range of the Dragon Lunge, like, everything was crisp. I just wish we saw that crispness throughout the entirety of the match. Like, I can't help but feel like we were very call-heavy in favor of Cosmos and Trela, but when you look at the match itself, that's just kind of how it went.
I mean, it may have just been a situation where he wasn't super comfortable dealing with the 4 players on screen, and it was just down to him having to pay attention to himself and not his teammate. He knows, okay, I know what I can get hit by right now. I can deal with that. But sometimes it's really hard to be aware of everything happening.
And I don't even know what's the 1v1 that you look for if you are RunCT. Do you want to try your hand at Cosmos, who has superior hitboxes to space you out, or do you dare approach Trela's Ryu, who can KO you at the blink of an eye?
I mean, really, you don't want to look for a 1v1. You need to look for the passes. You need to look for the situations where you can target the guy who's trying to mess with your partner.
Yeah, and I think that really is the key. As you said, a great team synergy overall will be able to beat out the individual star potential that this team has.
Wow, and speaking of that, right now we're seeing some excellent team synergy, putting them at a stock lead. Not for long, though. Trela answering back with those big biceps.
Cosmo's nearly answering back with the up air as well. You're noticing Slaps, he's segregated towards the left side of the stage, and he's not able to help his teammate now.
Note that they're not even going for the kill with Slaps. They're just using the fact that he has such large percentage to send him away and make it take forever for him to come back so that they can focus his teammate.
How much can they really do? On that note, I don't think they maybe did enough whenever we talk about RunCT. They're finally starting to find some of the dividends of the 2v1 here, as RunCT is very close to that kill percentage. Definitely at that kill percentage if he runs into Trela.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the big thing, we've seen Green Team, we saw RunCT actually hit Slaps to aid in the Red Team's conversions. It's just a comfortability issue, I think. Right now they do have an opportunity, though.
Ooh, and what an opportunity it was. You're noticing that Slaps is so good at finding the little moments where he can make the most of Ike's damage potential. But right there, getting damaged himself. That Dragon Lunge from Cosmos was nothing but sweet revenge.
Oh my goodness, if Peach... You know, I was going to say if Peach could hold on to her stock, but that was just robbed from her. But like I said before, 3 stocks to 2 isn't actually that much of a lead in doubles if both players are playing even, or both teams are playing even, and Green Team is able to take both of Red Team's stocks at the same time, it becomes a 2v1 situation, and then it's totally in Green Team's favor.
It just feels like such a tall order right now, Neighbor. We're noticing all the hits coming on the receiving end of Green, and not so much on the administering end.
I definitely would have to agree with you there. The conversions are just too much out of the Red Team.
Right now you're seeing Slaps. Oh, trying to go for a low recovery. Cosmos right there to cover, and wow, Trela nearly getting the KO with that Shoryu.
My goodness, I didn't even think that Cosmos was able to go that low and still recover, but he really went deep for that, and it paid off so well, putting him in such a solid position to just cleanly steal that game.
Unsurprisingly, the #1 seeds take this 2-0, but we still need to commend Slaps and RunCT. They had incredible individual moments, which I think, when strung together more succinctly in the future, could seriously turn some heads from a double stand.
Oh yeah, they